country.
COUNTRY, I'll be country till I die. Every day and every night, it's the only way alive I've ever known. That's how daddy raised me. You got me wrong if you think that you can change me. I like it, man, I love it. Wouldn't trade it, not for nothing. COUNTRY, I'll be country till I die.
Hello.
What's cracking? How y'all doing?
We are live.
We're live and in living color.
Took a minute. I just got to get over here to Instagram and go live. So we're fixing to be live on Instagram. Hello, Instagram. What's up?
All right, where are we at? We're on TikTok.
We're on everywhere. X, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok.
Coming live and in living color.
I think the only platforms we're not on is like Twitch but we will be. We're going to get there.
We're going to get there one day?
Yes, we're going to get there one day. I need to come this way.
Man, what a day, right? What a day. What a world.
Yes.
While we're at the shop cutting meat, farming, growing, raising vegetables, feeding people, the world, it seems like the world is burning.
Yeah.
For all intents and purposes, we're at war.
Yeah.
And I don't know why. And maybe people are talking about it, and I just haven't heard it. But I haven't heard anything, any declaration of war. I know President Trump sending some Marines, enacting the National Guard, sending them out to California. Crap hole governor out there in California, Newsom, is bucking it. But here's the skinny of it. And this is why I say we're at war for all intents and purposes.
Gotcha.
When Black Americans were burning down cities over St. George, Florida.
Okay.
Those were U.S. citizens, all born here, most of them born here. You know, there may have been some people who are not born here, but were citizens revolting against, even though it was a homegrown terror act, it was still U.S. citizens acting out, burning cities, killing cops, you know, blowing up police stations. They're doing all the stupid stuff they were doing, and burning down Wendy's. So the thing about putting the military on Americans is a very hard decision for a president to make.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even though, and there's a lot of crap hole people out there yelling at the soldiers saying, you swore an oath not to a tyrant in the White House, but you swore an oath to the Constitution. And they don't even know the oath that these men and women swore. They swore an oath to the Constitution against terrorism from foreign, abroad, and domestic, home.
Yeah.
They also swore an oath to obey the commands of the of the commander-in-chief, who is the president of the United States of America during the time of the uprising.
Right.
So there's not a tyrant in the White House. There's a commander-in-chief, a grown-ass man doing grown-ass man stuff, not letting his house be burnt down.
Yeah.
So if you came in our house right now, or if any of our children, as much as I love our children, if they just started burning bedrooms, breaking windows, knocking over tables, I'd be on their ass really quick.
Absolutely.
And they'd have two choices. Either get the rod, get the discipline, or get out. You're not going to live in my house and destroy it. So I'm not going to go back with a history lesson of all the riots and the protests and the burnings and the violence that happened under George Floyd. But I want to show you a comparison of how these don't compare. You now have people from a foreign country. These are citizens of Honduras, Guatemala, El Salvador, Mexico, in the United States of America. These are not American citizens. Now, a lot of American citizens are joining their fight, which makes them traitors to the United States of America. And once you become a traitor, you no longer have protections underneath the Constitution. You forfeit your rights to a Constitution.
Absolutely.
When you become a traitor. Traitors are to be hung, shot, or imprisoned.
Right.
That's the way it works.
That's how it used to be all the time. You did
always
not,
been that way.
You were not a traitor to America.
And you weren't allowed to burn the American flag, and you weren't allowed to make death threats against the president. Oh, how we have strayed from the Constitution. But now they want to call out the Constitution and bring it up when it fits their needs.
Exactly. And it's so sad. It's like our country has a whole bunch of children right now, and they need a daddy.
They need to be disciplined.
They need to be disciplined. people are running around. Yes, I agree with freedom of speech. I agree
Yes.
with having an opinion. I
Yes.
agree with protesting. If you don't believe in something, you have the right to protest
peacefully,
but you do not have the right to call your
stop
president a
traffic
piece of crap. You
or to
do.
burn things.
Yes. Did you see the lady
With
that
the kids
with
just
the
trying to get to
babies?
work? Yeah.
And then I cannot understand. Like, we're not there. None of us are there. We're not
Right.
there. And the people on the left screaming all these things are not there. Hey, Axel. So we don't really get to have a big opinion, but I cannot believe there is no violence here. There is no
Maxine
violence
Waters
happening
and
here.
all the crap hole people in California trying to cover it up.
What?
When we're all watching it, every social media, every TikToker, every YouTuber, every Instagrammer out there is recording this. The idiots that are doing the violence are recording it and putting it on their pages.
Yes.
It's moronic. The news is covering it.
Again, I'm so glad we didn't have Facebook in our time.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, but we would have never done something like this.
No, but everything's recorded. You don't get away with anything.
Right.
It's going to be recorded somewhere.
Yes, but follow me with this. And this is why I think, and I know it won't happen, but Trump should go to Congress and ask for an act of war. He should declare war on the Mexican nationals and the foreign nationals that are doing this in our country. And then there should be an announcement from the White House. The military is coming in to settle this. If you are not part of the uprising, go home. We'll tell you when it's safe to come outside. Anybody found in the street will be considered a danger or a threat or an enemy and will be dealt with appropriately. You have the president of Mexico from a public stage telling Mexicans in America to protest and to act out and to protest deportation. So there's a leader of another country openly promoting and encouraging this violence on our soil.
Yes.
You have Chinese nationals, 700 of them were just arrested. The media is only talking about, south of the border, Mexicans, El Salvadorians, Hondurans, Guatemalans. But there is a large amount of Chinese people here that are illegal, Pakistani, Iranian. A lot of people came across the southern border. What?
I got to see a bunch of boobies today.
What?
They were protesting. They were protesting for the Iran, for women's rights in Iran or Israel.
Show me your boobies.
And they were completely topless. All these Iranian women for rights in Israel. This is going on a protest. Lily showed it to me. I wasn't looking for boobies.
Okay.
And I was like, dear God, they would cut your head off. What are you talking? What are you doing? Why are you allowed to come to our country, show your boobies?
Right.
To ask for freedom in the country you want to be in. Go over there.
Yeah, go back to the country.
If you love Mexico so much, go back to Mexico.
Go back to Mexico.
If you love China so much, go back to China.
Go back to China. That's right. And I understand we are the melting pot. America was the melting pot. And all this stuff talking about California and Nevada and New Mexico and Texas was stolen. It wasn't stolen. It was conquered.
Yes.
And as far back as the beginning of time, there have been kings and kingdoms and civilizations and tribes, and one tribe conquers another tribe. One kingdom conquers another kingdom. One country conquers another country. And when you lose, you forfeit your land.
Yeah.
Normally, you have to succeed.
Yeah.
Or reseed.
Yeah.
You get smaller, conquering country gets bigger.
Yes.
It's the shrinkage factor. Yeah. It's like jumping in a cold swimming pool. You lose a little bit, just the way it is. But
it's natural.
We are at war in California, and this is just the first state. And if this doesn't stop, it's going to spread across the country. It has to be. This has to be put to bed. This has to be stopped.
Yeah.
And it's time for Congress to get behind the president and give him all the powers he needs so he doesn't have to do an executive order. And he doesn't have to be restrained, I guess is what I'm getting at. And this is what we voted for. We voted for law and order.
Yes.
You have idiots out there saying, well, if y'all would just not enforce the law and let people just let them be, none of this would be happening.
Right.
My problem with this is, and now don't get me wrong, we know a lot of Spanish people, especially when we were in South Florida working in the cane and the corn. We know a lot of people that come over and work. A lot of them do it the right way. Some of them do it the wrong way, but it happens, okay? And yes, there are good, hardworking people. But for the majority of what's going on right now, it's lawlessness. And lawlessness has to be dealt with swiftly, and it has to be put to an end abruptly.
Oh, hold on. Axel said he agrees, but he thinks it's all planned.
It is planned. I heard a podcast yesterday, or maybe when I was driving back, and I think the guy's name's Sam Tripanini or Tripatoli. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. He's like a big-time guy on X.
Yeah.
He has a podcast, different things. He was saying that he was actually saying that the Republicans are involved in this, and that if you go back to when Abbott and DeSantis and these other governors were flying illegals around the country because they didn't want them all in one spot, that they were staging assets for this. He called them assets. And he was saying that they were putting people, and under the disguise of moving illegals around, they were moving Chinese nationalists,
right,
Iranian nationalists, Pakistani, and all these different countries for this uprising to happen.
Yeah.
And he was talking about it back in like 2021, 2022. That watch just after the election, all the pride and the homosexual and the transgender stuff's going to just go away. It's not going to matter no more. Nobody's going to be talking about it.
Right.
And aren't we in Pride Month right now?
No, we're in mental health awareness month.
Why do men need mental health? What?
Oh, come on. Y'all need to, there are men.
What? Suck it up, Buttercup.
This month, you're supposed to check your mental health. Guys, y'all have to carry a lot of stuff. And
you just swallow it, you deal with it, and you keep moving forward.
And then you blow up on something.
And then you release it, and then you keep moving forward. You got to clean the pipes every once in a while so you can handle more.
All right,
burdens.
guys, what do you think? By the way, nice to see you live again. Oh, thank you, Axel.
Yeah, it's good to be live again. It was chaotic.
It's been a minute.
It's been a hot minute since we've been on.
And I was not wanting to do this.
I was like,
what? We did.
I was like, baby, I promised everybody we're going back in June. She's like, it's June already? I was like, yes, it's June already. Hey, real quick, I just want to say this and remind me later to talk about it. This Saturday, if you're in the Fort Walton Beach area, or you can get to Fort Walton, we got the Trump Big Birthday Boat Parade.
Trump Big Birthday Boat. Oh, I wish, you know what?
Can you pull it up in a minute and put it on the screen?
Yeah, I will upload all
So
the information.
I'm going to be on a boat with Shannon and her, not Shannon Berg, but Shannon and her family. So instead of having to rent a boat.
Shannon, that's just as important.
Just as famous. Instead of having to rent a boat or get a boat, they were like, just ride with us on a boat. So I'm going up there Friday. If you're in Fort Walton or around Navarre or anywhere, I'm not trying to bring the whole trailer and a bunch of freezers and all that, but if you want something or need some meat to get you by until the 29th, when I'm up there on the 29th, I'm going to Georgia, by the way, actually on the 29th. And we may need to find out where that overflow parking is in the mall. Maybe you can scout that out for me. Mm-hmm. We don't want security to be all up on us again. They told us next time we make our delivery at the mall to do it in the overflow parking. I don't even know what that means. Anybody know what the overflow parking is?
I think they'll be able to. Yeah, I think they'll be able to tell you what the overflow parking is.
Yeah, we don't want to wait until we get run off. We want to kind of find it before.
Okay.
So we have a strategic meeting place for everybody. But if you're in Fort Walton, Panhandle area, I'm coming up Friday. I'm going to be flying up in my truck, not flying on a plane. Going up there Friday in my truck. I'm going to pick up some shipping supplies, meet a few people. I've already got a couple orders. So let me know what you need. Mom and them will pack them. I'm leaving here Friday morning. I'll be up there around 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm going to spend the night, do the parade. On Saturday, stop by Saks, get me a smash burger. And then.
Oh, you shut your mouth.
I am.
Shut your mouth about the Saks burger. I'm so jealous.
I'm actually, instead of eating a smash burger at Saks, I'm going to get the whole, instead of the half, I'm going to get the whole fried bologna sandwich. Oh, you could have came with me. You said no.
I can't. I
know you gotta work
the show
because it's Father's Day weekend too.
Yes, it is.
And what a Father's Day for me to go to the beach. Can I stay Sunday too?
You have to. You have to pick up supplies.
I'm picking them up on Friday.
Oh,
that's why I'm going up Friday, so I can be back Saturday night.
I mean, if you want to just, well, they're your children,
so you can give me my Father's Day present Sunday morning. That's what I said.
No. Hey, Jesse.
What up, Jesse? Hey, let me know your opinions, your thoughts about what's going on in California. Should we be at war? Should I say yes, just so you know, I'm going to let the cat out of the bag. I'm 100% in agreement, in favor, and I stand with the President of the United States of America, who's Donald Trump right now. I stand with Ron DeSantis, who's like, bring that foolishness to Florida.
TikTok.
Oh,
We
and you
lost
don't
you.
stop.
We lost TikTok.
Yeah, it'll be all right. Just keep me on an angle. It's all right. Just leave it.
Oh no, you can't see you. Hold on, guys. We're gonna come back over here so I can see what's going on with TikTok.
You got it?
Yeah, we're going.
I 100% agree that this needs to be stopped. This is no longer a peaceful protest. This is no longer a demonstration. This is an act of war on American soil, and it needs to be dealt with accordingly. And everybody arrested needs to be arrested under war crime laws and put into federal prison and be tried
Woo!
and convicted of the crimes they are committing.
Okay.
All right? Burn one more car.
What?
Don't make me come over there. And did you hear about this crap? The heiress of Walmart, who's like the granddaughter of Walmart, bleeding heart liberal.
Oh boy.
She's behind this No Kings mass protest. Now, they're trying to come, and I talked about this on Shannon's show Tuesday. They're trying to have this out as if it's like organic and spontaneous, that we don't want any kings in America. We're not other countries. We don't have kings, you know? So first of all, Trump came and did a 4-year term. And even though the election was rigged in 2020, all the facts are out now. Like, you can't deny it. They can't even take your videos down anymore because there's so much proof that there was cheating going on. But it happened. We had Biden for 4 years, and now Trump's back.
Okay.
But he can only serve out the 3.5 years he has to serve, and then he has to leave. He can't stay.
Right.
And no Republican, no conservative is going to allow him to stay. Nobody's going to do it. But they make it out like as if all of us Republicans and conservatives are like, all right, we found our guy forever. We're just going to sacrifice all of our constitutional rights, and we're just going to have Trump and then Trump Jr. and then the other little Trump grandkid. We're just going to have all the Trumps from here on out. That's not what any of us want. There may be some crazy people out in the sticks that are like, heck yeah. But the rest of us, it's not what we want. We just want freedom. We want our country back. We want the right to work. We don't want to be overtaxed. We don't want to be overburdened. We don't want overregulation. We just want to be allowed to operate, raise our family, and be left alone and not be subject to all your crazy crap. If you want to be gay, straight, a flamer, you want to sleep with a tree or sleep with a donkey, I don't care. It's none of my business.
That's right.
But don't make me play along.
Right.
Leave me alone. If I want to have sex with one woman, my wife only, it's my business.
And that should be okay, too.
Don't call me a
We're
breeder.
not a freaking weirdos just because we want to. But we don't care what you do.
Right. Don't call me a breeder. Don't call me a semen contributor.
Hold on. Excuse me. A semen contributor?
Yes. That's the new thing.
Am I a semen receiver?
You are. You're a semen receiver.
Or I'm a breeder, right?
You're a breeder.
I'm a breeder.
Because you refuse to make sex without breeding.
Oh.
Yeah. Ridiculous. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. Okay?
I can't believe we're talking about
Go
this.
live your
That's how
life, do your
ridiculous it
thing,
is.
leave us alone. But I want to get back to this protest. Guys, if you're around anywhere and you see these popping up, don't be shocked. Don't get scared. Don't get nervous. All right? Just let it roll. Let them do their thing and let them go away. They're doing it on Trump's birthday. And here's a bunch of stuff going on. They're trying to act like this parade for Donald Trump with the military is about our king, right? No, it's the 250th year of the military. It's a celebration of our armed forces. If Biden was in office, he probably wouldn't do it because he don't know what day it is. But if Harris was in office or any president was in office, the parades would still happen because it's still the 250th birthday no matter who's in office. All right, it's called the bicentennial. Trump's not 250 years old. It just happens that it falls this year, and his birthday happens every year, just like all of our birthdays.
Right.
Now, the parade for Walton and the boat, that's for Trump. That's the birthday parade. And it's not paid by tax dollars. It was all donations. There's a couple of sponsors and a lot of volunteers. Amy will put up the sponsors and all the information about it later in the show.
Yeah, I'm trying. I think I'm downloading the video right
or
now
in the link
for you.
But they're trying to say that Trump is the king. But here's where I'm going with this. Let me see how to word it. If you want to confuse people, 101 fascism. Accuse them of doing what you're doing, and then double down on it. So if you look at people, and it's on both sides, it's not just on the Democratic side, it's Republican and Democrat. If you go through Congress and look at the amount of people that have been there for 20, 30, 40 years, All right, the longest term senator was that KKK guy, Boyd, that served just over 51 years. Biden did 48 years before he became vice president. Talking about a king and a monarch, these people in the political families, they go and they never leave. That's the definition of a king or a fascist dictatorship. It's just a group of people.
Yeah.
You know, like Jasmine Crockett's never going anywhere. She's going to be there forever. AOC is going to be there forever.
She'd probably be there just like the old lady now, Nancy Pelosi.
Our
She's gonna be in the
grandkids,
same seat.
our grandkids are going to watch AOC grow old in her
Oh
job.
my gosh.
And it's ridiculous.
It
But
really is.
it's the same thing with both sides. So if they want to really protest about kings and monarchs and establishments, they should protest against themselves.
Mm.
And they should march against themselves, and they should all voluntarily give up their seats. We need a protest. Who do we know that's filthy rich that can back us? Turn out for term limits protest.
Turn out for term limits. Axel said, I just don't understand why they don't bring the water cannons out there with blue dye in it.
Oh, yeah. I was watching. They do that in Japan. So in Japan,
Why?
to identify. So it's a blue dye that doesn't wash off. Okay. So when they start rioting and protesting in Japan,
Right.
the police go out there with the water cannons and they just shoot the whole crowd with blue. They send out an order. If you're not part of the protest, clear the street, go back to your homes. Okay.
Okay.
They give you like 20, 30 minutes. I don't know the exact amount of time. They give you a certain amount of time. They warn everybody. If you're
Right.
not part of the protest, go home, get off the streets.
Okay.
Then they come by with the gun, the truck, and the riot squad has these big water cannons.
Oh, wow.
It shoots a blue dye out that won't wash off.
Oh,
spray everybody.
no.
They spray everybody,
Oh,
and then they go home and let it burn itself out.
and then they go home.
And then
That's
guess what?
terrible.
The next day, they go around and pick up everybody with blue dye on them and put them in jail.
Are you serious?
You're found guilty. There's no
Well, I
trial.
guess you're in Japan. You can't do that.
You found guilty. There's no trial. What's the evidence? You're covered in blue dye. All the people that were in their houses don't have blue dye on them. All the people in the street protesting have blue dye on them. But I was just walking by. No, we gave you a warning, and you didn't get inside, so you're part of it. How about that?
That's terrible.
Have we lost our way? Have we gone so far that it's like, I know it's hard to fathom, and I don't even want to say this out loud. So the America as we know it is over.
Oh, I hope not. I thought we were trying to bring it back.
They're not letting them. They fight Trump at every turn.
Yeah. No.
And there's already a whisper about Vance. Like, he went from being the best altar boy, family man. He's got a multiracial family, multiracial kids. He's everything the liberals would want him to be, except he loves God. He's a Christian. Other than that, he's everything they want him to be. Oh, and he doesn't agree with abortion. Oh, and he doesn't believe in homosexuality. But other than that, he's everything they want him to be. There's nothing, though, in his closet. There's nothing in his past. You can't find any dirt on this guy. He's got no bad stories about him.
Wow.
All right? It's kind of crazy because, like, Trump, prior to running for office, was the Democrats' best friends.
Yeah.
Oprah Winfrey had him on Oprah Winfrey had him on her show. Dr. Phil, even Donahue, like they all loved him. He was their best friends. Clinton loved him. He donated money to all of them. And now you see what has happened. So there's already a whisper about Vance. He's not even been named on the ticket yet.
Wow.
We're not even close to the next election cycle. And they realize that Trump's not going to come around forever. So they're going to already start destroying Vance. So my question is, if they're not letting Trump do what he needs to do, they're fighting him at every turn. They're causing mayhem in the streets.
Can you turn off that light for me? Because we just got a text. TikTok on this side, it's super foggy looking.
This light?
It's right there. See it? Yep. Give us just a second. There we go. You don't look.
How's
so
that?
bad. Yeah. This we have two different cameras, guys. So that's the reason why it looks a little foggy on one and not the other. So if you're on TikTok, that looks better.
Is that better? TikTok.
Yeah,
Hey, thanks for
hey, thank you.
Thanks for sending us a message.
Yeah, I can't switch it to me, so you can't see me. But if you go on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, or X, you can see me as well.
But let me know.
You guys are awesome. Thank
TikTok's
you.
reaching out. Axel's reaching out. What do you think? Like, be honest with me. Let's have a discussion.
Yeah.
You don't just have to listen to me talk unless you want to listen to me talk.
Yeah, please.
But
Give
how
me
do you-
comments? I'm watching.
Amy will read the comments. Let's have a dialogue. Let's have a conversation. How do you feel about what's going on in Los Angeles? Is it just? Is it right? Are people who are not citizens of our United States allowed to do this and get away with it? I mean, they're impeding people from working. They're blowing up cars. They're burning down stuff. People are getting hurt. People are getting injured.
So what do you think? Like we talked about this, I think a couple of weeks ago when there was the people, Antifa supposedly went up to the Christian people
up in Seattle? Yes.
And they protested the Christian gathering. But we were finding out that they thought that there was people who were paid to start this. Do you think that maybe...
Yes, Nancy Pelosi let the cat out of the bag today.
No way.
She did a press conference saying, don't be alarmed when you see isolated incidents of violence. Wherever there's a peaceful protest, the anarchists, how do you say it?
The anarchists?
Y'all know I can't speak English. The anarchists come in and take advantage and create scenes of violence to give the media footage to let you think that the whole thing's on fire. But really, it's not. It's just a couple people causing violence. Don't be alarmed. It's mostly peaceful. Yeah. Nancy Pelosi said that out of her mouth. Now, it's been proven from her daughter's emails that Nancy Pelosi knew there were people at the January 6th deal that was causing trouble and inciting violence.
Yeah.
Nancy Pelosi also rejected 3 offers from Trump for the National Guard to be in to protect the Capitol while they were counting the votes.
King 42 Lock said paid protesters.
Yes.
I agree.
100%. You know, there's companies out there, you can rent a mob. You know that, right? There's rent a mob companies.
Yeah. Also, L said every single president has tried to do this. It's just a problem because Trump is doing it. Oh,
100%. Exactly right.
Fine. Said, love you, Morris family. Love you guys.
If you go back to Obama, Clinton, Bush, and let's be honest, I'm a conservative Republican.
I thought you were going to say from Bush to Bush.
No, it's an old joke, man.
I know nobody knows it.
Nobody has bushes anymore.
Oh, how do you know that?
I don't know. That's what I heard. New TikTok trend.
That's what I heard. Nobody has bushes anymore. I'm so sorry, guys.
The Bushes are out of office. They left the office. What are you talking? Wait, what are you talking about? The Bushes are out of office.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
There's no Bushes.
Well, guys, we had a long day today, and I don't know what's wrong with me. Dear God.
Trump is only doing what he's supposed to do according to the Constitution, and the military is doing what they pledged to do, their oath to uphold the Constitution, to protect us, foreign and domestic, and to obey the commands of the commander-in-chief.
Right.
They're doing their job. So for all these morons.
Really? All you morons
out there yelling at the soldiers. Wait till the 2-7 gets there. Yell at one of them.
Yeah.
That's like the baddest group of Marines on the planet. Don't get me wrong. Is lethal force, all right, are we at a point where, okay, cat out of the bag. I'll say go for it. Get rid of the rubber bullets and start dropping people. I'll say it right now. If you are so stupid to get in the way of the United States military with your keyboard warrior, soldier fingers that you can type in all caps.
Soldier fingers?
Yeah, they got soldier fingers. They type in all caps from their mama's basements.
Oh, wow.
And then they jump up on a box and they yell and scream, and they're telling the Marines they're a disgrace. These people never served our country. They've never served anybody. They only live in I camp. They don't do nothing for nobody. They're a drain on the community. And now they have found a cause to give them the initiative to get out of their mom's basement and go try to get viral on a social media Twitch or feed somewhere, because every one of these fools that are doing this are all being recorded.
Yeah.
All right. You don't hear about, like in the old days, well, man, did you hear about that guy over here that nobody knows who he is? He just went out there and did something. Every one of these things are staged. They're up on boxes. Where'd they get the box from? They're up on top of something. Where'd they get that from? Where'd they get the stick from? The hold their phone out away from? All this is planned. It's all planned and staged.
I agree.
So if the Marines start dropping people, are y'all cool with that?
What?
I would like to know. I think if bodies started falling, if they just left them in the street, let the birds start picking at them, let them eat their own, this would end immediately. That Mexican standing on top of the car with his skull face and his Mexican cap, if they'd have put 2 right center mass.
Oh, wow.
I mean, I'm not condoning violence. I'm just saying it's war. We're at time of war, right?
Oh, yeah. We are.
It's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
Go home. Go get a job. If you love Mexico and El Salvador so much, go back to Mexico. Go back to El Salvador. Gosh.
Sorry, I'm trying to find. I uploaded it Bluetooth, and now I'm trying to find
Let's
it.
change lanes for just a minute. Has anybody heard about the Angus takeover? Angus takeover.
What's Angus takeover?
So the riots, and that's what they are. They're riots. This is not a protest in LA. It's not the only It's not the only hostile takeover.
Okay.
Jeff Bezos just bought out the Angus Association of America, and he bought them out cheap. Sorry, bastards. I can't believe they sold for $4.8 million. They sold their share, and Bezos is doing a study how to DNA chain, right? The DNA chains, right, in an animal,
Yeah.
just like in a people, to change the DNA so when a cow farts, he lets out less methane. They want to genetically restructure cows.
That is ridiculous.
And the Angus Association took the money? I don't understand. Like on behalf of ranchers and farmers and
That is
backyard
so
people,
stupid.
and I'm not a huge farm, I'm not a huge ranch. What is going on?
I don't know, dude.
That's what I'm saying. The America we know is gone.
Yeah.
This all, and listen, all right. This all goes back to Agenda 21.
What do you mean?
That's how old it is. You don't even know what it is.
No.
Agenda 21. They would hope we all forgot about it. Agenda 21 happened in Rio Grande at the National United Summit in 1992. That's how long
Okay.
it is. Huh?
Okay.
Let me see if I can find it again.
Oh, yay. I think I found it.
Oh, Ron Hernandez wants to know how I'm doing.
Oh, what's up, Ron?
My knee hurts, Ron. That's how I'm doing. So Agenda 21 is a non-binding, I want to read from here so I don't mess it up. It's a non-binding action plan adopted by the United Nations in 1992 at the Earth Summit in Rio de Janeiro, outlined a global framework for sustainable development. Basically, they don't want any more people in the country. They don't want any more farmers, any more ranchers. They want a couple big corporations. I'll give you the skinny part of Agenda 21. It's about population control, food control, economic development control, business control, money control, health control. That's what it's all about.
Okay.
They wrap it all up, and DEI is nothing new, right? Joe Biden didn't start that. That whole equity crap, it started back in 1992. And I'm sure if you can dig deep enough, it was they were already laying the groundwork before 1992. But in 1992, they birthed Agenda 21. The reason it's named Agenda 21 is they wanted to come alive at the 21st century. They wanted everybody for 8 years to get all their ducks in a row, a voluntary program, they call it, all over the globe. They wanted governments to have a plan, and then they wanted the governments to impose it onto state levels, and they wanted states to impose it onto counties, and counties to impose it onto cities, and it looked like it was a natural, organic growth factor, spontaneous of everybody wanting to be diverse, equitable, sustainable, inclusive, all the crap that we now live under.
Right.
It's been a planned warfare. They laid it out for all the countries in 1992.
Oh, wow.
And most of us have no idea, and probably most of y'all have no idea what I'm talking about. And if you know what I'm talking about, let me know. Hit me up. If you know about Agenda 21, let me know. If you don't know about Agenda 21, you need to start learning. And with what other means you have available, whether it's a couple pots that you go down to Home Depot and buy you some black pots or some white pots or some clay pots and go buy some soil and learn how to grow a couple things on your back porch if you don't have a yard, or dig up some of your yard and learn how to grow a little bit of a garden. Just start learning how to grow some food.
Right.
Buy some rabbits, buy some chickens, put them in a cage, keep them in your garage, keep them in your spare bedroom. I don't care what you do with them. You need to learn how to grow food,
Yes.
because small farmers like me can't feed everybody.
Yeah.
We want you to. We want to feed you. Did you get that video out about the lady in Georgia?
When did you send me that video, baby?
When I was in Georgia, feathers and
Yeah, I sent all your videos from Georgia.
flux or something, feathers and frogs, or what was her name?
I don't remember.
Where I got the old spot pig from. I sent you a video.
Oh, I haven't got to Georgia yet. We're still in the creek.
You ain't got to me drinking out the creek yet.
Yes, I have.
No, you
I
haven't.
sent that out yesterday.
People
You're
are
gonna
mad.
bottle it. You're gonna bottle the water. That went out the first day.
There's a dude on YouTube that's mad that I told him I hit you right back up and then my phone died when I was walking up half-mile to the waterfall, and I didn't hit it anyway back
Well,
up.
I am so sorry because that went out. Hold on one second. Hold, please.
What are we doing?
We're that was a nice little fun thing for you. I'm learning stuff, and I've uploaded this stupid video, and I can't find where it went. Does anybody know? Can you tell me? I Bluetoothed it.
What'd you Bluetooth?
I Bluetoothed the thing.
What are you talking about?
The thing for the boat parade.
Oh, can y'all see the boat parade advertisement?
No, I can't find it. It went to the computer. Now I don't know where to find it from. Can you guys help me?
Agenda 21 is a comprehensive action plan outlining how governments listen to this.
I'm listening.
Guys, this is the world we're living in right now. Okay, a simple Google search will teach you all this.
Simple Google search. Whoa.
Agenda 21 is a comprehensive action plan outlining how governments, organizations, and major groups can work together.
Hold up. Racer 12 RJ joined. I'm going to say that's your son-in-law.
Oh, that's my fizzle?
I think so.
Future son-in-law, fizzle. Listen to this. Can I get through my sentence?
Yes, sir.
Agenda 21 is a comprehensive action plan outlining how governments, organizations, and major groups can work together at a global, national, and local levels to achieve sustainable development and address a wide range of issues, including environmental protectors, atmosphere, conserving biodiversity, managing all the resources. That's of us and our land and our water and our food supply. So everything sounds great. Let's save the planet. Let's be better to the atmosphere. Let's be more biodiverse. Biodiverse will kill you, by the way. You need an immune system. George Carlson said it best when he's like, I got an effing immune system. I don't wipe toilet seats. I don't use hand sanitizer. I don't, if you cough on me. I got an immune system. I'm cool. And my immune system is like well-trained. It's ready. It's at ready.
I just want to, comments can go live on your stage now. Axel said, what would we do without real farmers? Since I know you, listened to you for years. I started looking at the ingredients and everything I buy. Open my eyes to see.
Axel, isn't it disgusting?
It really is.
And speaking of ingredients, I need to add this to the do nots. All right, the do nots from Jonathan Morris.
The do nots.
If you're a man,
not the donuts.
Not the donuts. If you're a man, let me define that for you. If you have a set of testicles,
oh my gosh,
it doesn't matter how you feel, but if you have a set of testicles, never, ever, 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 ever again put soy in your body under no circumstance.
Oh wow, yeah.
Don't fall for it's soy sauce. I like it on my Chinese food. Don't do it. Never, ever, ever again. What just happened? Did you blow it up? Did we break the internet?
No, live access was removed. I don't know what you said of something, but your live access was removed from TikTok. It says in global community it's natural for people to have different opinions, but we seek to operate in a shared set of facts and reality. We do not allow inaccurate, misleading, or false content that may cause significant harm to individuals or society, regardless of intent. Significant harm includes physical, psychological, or societal harm and property damage. Visit our community guidelines for more information.
Is it because I was talking about California?
I don't know.
Dropping people?
I don't know. I'll have to rewind it and see what you were talking about. Do you guys know?
Can anybody tell me why I got kicked off TikTok?
Yeah, you just got.
Am I like banned forever?
No, you're just banned live.
All my lives? Can we go back live right now?
I don't know. I can't go back.
I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, I put an appeal in.
We still got X and Facebook.
Yeah, we got everything else. I'm sorry, TikTok.
For the TikTokers out there, switch over TikTok. I guess you don't stop.
You do stop.
You think they're mad I'm talking about Agenda 21?
I don't know. As soon as you started talking about with it just now, that's when it did it.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Yes, sir. That's what happened.
Here's what's they want to combat pollution also.
They want to what?
They want to globally reduce us.
Why?
All right. So I said testicle. I was like, no matter how you feel,
It's,
if you have testicles.
They're very. Oh, gosh,
Sorry,
baby.
we got a bug in the studio.
Okay.
We have a moth that
All
was trying to eat me.
No.
I was going to bite it. I was going to eat it. I was going to roast it. Soy and sunflower, get it out of your diet. If you like sunflower seeds, stop eating them. I'm sorry. Find something else to chew on. They are estrogen-based proteins. All right. We already talked about almonds. Never eat almond again. Never drink almond milk. All right. It's a farce.
Yeah.
Cyanide comes from almonds. The FDA actually says, am I getting kicked off another site?
No.
The FDA actually recommends for humans not to overconsume almonds, which is really weird to me. They ban raw milk, right? Riddle me this. Figure this out. They ban raw milk because of that potential health risk.
Right.
Now, there's scientific fact that there's cyanide in almonds.
Okay.
There's scientific fact that almonds that are grown in the wild can kill human beings. They can kill people. They're toxic. So they genetically altered almonds to make them sweet. Real almonds that God gave us are bitter.
Are bitter, yeah.
Bitter on reason, for purpose, so you don't eat them because they contain poison. So they genetically alter the almond to make them sweet. And then they put out an FDA warning saying, do not overconsume, or large consumptions of almonds may be fatal or may have side effects in humans.
Right.
But then they make almond milk, almond flour, almond powder, almond everything, and tell you it's better than cow's milk and better than wheat. Riddle me that. And how do you milk an almond? Avoid almonds at all costs. Avoid anything with soy.
For sure.
Avoid anything with sunflower in it. Read the labels. Be smart about what you put in your body. Or just eat meat and eggs and water. I know that's hard. Make your own tea with cane sugar. Find you some cane sugar. Not the white refined kind. Something got a little dark on it. You know what they say? Darker
What?
the berry, sweeter the juice.
Is that what they say?
Darker the sugar, better your tea. You want some dark sugar, not sweet tea?
I want some dark sugar.
But Agenda 21 is happening right now. As we move forward into society, something that started back in 1992 has now progressed. And if Harris would have won, they would have doubled down on Agenda 21. So we have somebody at the gate. We have a gatekeeper right now in Trump. Oh, hello. I want to say to my favorite daughter-in-law on all the planet, hey, Emma, how you doing? I love you. JJ, I love you.
Hopefully they're watching. We love you guys.
You know they're listening. They love me. They
Yeah.
pretend they don't.
We want people from both sides, all sides. We want to hear. Tell us why you feel the way you feel. We would love that.
Yeah, if you
That'd be
disagree with me, we
freaking
don't have to
awesome.
fight. Let's have an open dialogue. Let's have communication.
Yeah.
If you agree with me, tell me how great I am.
Oh Lord, Jonathan.
No, I'm just playing. Have you heard about the Biles' apology?
Okay, I don't
Little
know
bastard.
anything about the Simone thing.
Simone?
Yeah. And I can't, this is really making me angry
What happened now?
because I'm trying to, especially this. Let me try this one more time about the big boat parade.
Are you really not getting my boat parade down pat?
No, I can't get it on this thing.
I just found that picture. I'll take this one. Simone Biles, everybody knows there's a basket case. All right. She bowed out of the Olympics one year because of mental stress or whatever she has. Good. Sorry for her. You know, you can't handle the heat. Get out the kitchen. She has all her gold medals. She's done multiple different routines and, you know, competition sites. And she's like the golden child of the gymnastic world of women's for gold medals. She's the standard in petite, small women gymnastics.
Gotcha.
She's never had to compete against a man because she has been protected, because prior to last Olympics with the boxing fiasco, the Olympics did not let men go against women in women's sports. There were two divisions, men and women's. Men were not allowed to compete. So she was allowed to operate.
Trump's big birthday bash is on the screen, just in case you want to know. Saturday, June 14th. For info, 850-376-5634, Fort Walton Beach. I will put this on and off throughout the show.
Yeah, come hang out. I'm going to be on a boat. I'm going to go get me some boat clothes.
I'm going to get you in some deck shoes. That would be cute.
I wanted my American flag. I think I got a dirty my American flag shirt.
Yeah.
I had to go down and get me a new one.
No, I don't know. We'll see.
You can clean the one I got.
Yeah.
Or maybe I'll paint myself as an American flag. I already have the flagpole. My leg. Why are you so
Well, I don't know what
nasty?
you're talking about, dude.
God.
You freak me out. I don't know. Hi, baby.
Rory.
Hey, Rory.
Simone Biles made an attack at Riley Gaines. Riley Gaines made a comment about transgender sports again and how it's not fair, it's not just, and something needs to be done. So everybody who's on social media knows Simone Biles, when actress Riley Gaines calling her a bully,
Right.
and telling her that sports are not safe as long as people like her are around. Who all Riley Gaines is doing is advocating for women in women's sports and protect women's sports and keep men out of it.
Hey, hold on 1 second. I got to go say bye to our children while you,
All right.
and I'll be back.
If Simone Biles had not been protected by the Olympic Committee and all the IFAS, whatever the gymnastic titles are, she would not have any of her gold medals. If she had to compete against trans men, trans women, whatever the name, however that name works, men that compete as women, if she would have had to do that, she was not good enough to beat the men's gymnastics. You look at the scores, the routines, the difficulty level, everything that goes into men's gymnastics, not taking anything away from women. Women's gymnastics is hard. I can't do none of it. But when you're a gymnast, the men's gymnastics are on a whole different level than women's gymnastics. It's just because they're bigger, they're stronger, they can go higher, they can flip more. It's just different. Just like weightlifting. There's different classes of weightlifters, men and women. And that's why they have weight classes inside of the men's division and inside the women's division. Because a big old 240-pound guy obviously can outlift a 112-pound guy. Boxing, come give me a hug. I got to take a little hug break. I love you, baby. Have fun. Y'all going to Nana's house? Sweet. Y'all have fun. So Simone lashes out at the Riley. Obviously, Wheaties called, or Nike or Reeboks or Adidas or whoever her sponsors are, but like, yo, you can't fight this fight. You better knock it off. So she puts out a fake apology saying that she did not mean to make it personal and seem like it was personal. She was just trying to say that the sporting world has failed and it's not fair for Riley to pick on little kids, and little kids should be protected. I agree with that. Riley wasn't picking on a little kid. She was picking on a 17-year-old boy who was pitching in a high school state softball tournament. And the opposing team, who was, by the way, got state runner-up, that means they beat everybody else in the state except for one team, pretty much, didn't score a run because they couldn't hit the ball because it was being thrown so fast. So, Simone Biles, I do not accept your apology. It's one of those things where it's like, I tell my kids all the time, are you sorry you got caught or are you sorry you did it? It's two different I'm sorries. Being sorry you did it and having remorse and changing your behavior is one thing. Being sorry you got caught and you're just going to do it again hoping you don't get caught, that ain't even a real apology. I don't accept it. All right, I had something else. Oh, Ron DeSantis. I don't know if he's going to pull it off, but he's trying to do away with property tax. I want to talk about a little bit of meat real quick, and then we're going to wrap this up tonight. I got to get to bed. I got to kill a pig in the morning for Bill. Got a roasted pig going down. Literally, it's going down.
It's going down.
I'm going to try to cut all four. In the back of the trailer, I'm going to do it under the cover of darkness.
You're cleaning that pig back there?
I'm going to stick it, bleed it.
Rub it down, oh no.
I'm going to do what they call a scold. So it's a roaster pig. So, you got to take it for the long walk. Unfortunately, there's no other way. You got to kill it. I probably should stop saying the K word.
Oh, Axel said, I would love to join you on the boat parade.
Axel, it's only 6.5 hours.
Come on, Axel.
Get that van going, baby. I'll find you a cabinet job while you're down there. We'll get somebody. Let's do some cabinets.
Make it worth the ride.
Shannon or Diane or somebody, get Axel a cabinet job so he can come to Fort Walton and get on the boat with us.
Yeah, there you go.
But I'll see you on the 29th, Axel. I'll be in Georgia on the 29th. I'm a traveling man. I just went up North Carolina, married somebody.
Yes, you are.
I got an ice cold bed. Daddy gone.
There's the information for the boat parade.
You got it?
Yeah, it's up there.
Hey, if you want to hang out, if you're in Fort Walton, if you're around the area, come hang out with me. And then we're going to go to Saks. We're going to eat some bologna, fried bologna sandwiches.
You're not. Oh, guys, you have no idea how good.
And then I'll be back for Father's Day.
Gosh,
Ron
so
DeSantis,
good.
he let me down really bad when he betrayed us and went out to try to be president. And then he didn't make it. And he came back, but he's making up for it. He really is. I don't like the dog law about if your dog bites somebody, you have to have a $100,000 insurance policy.
Oh, there we are.
Because what happens if your dog's doing its job and it's protecting you and some idiot deserves to get bit? So there should be some allowances in there. But he said from an open mic that he believes that property tax is illegal, it's unconstitutional, it's not what our forefathers intended, that no one truly ever owns their home. And he's right, because here's the deal. When you have property tax and it piles up, and you can't pay it, then they are allowed to sell your property, seize it and sell it to pay off the tax burden. So technically you never own your home. You always have to pay the property tax, which could be like a small mortgage for people. And like he said, if you buy a TV or you buy a table or you buy a vehicle, once you buy it, yes, you pay taxes at the time of the purchase, but we don't pay tax on our TV and our couch every year. That'd be stupid. So why are we paying taxes on the home that houses all those things?
Right.
So I hope it can pass.
Yeah.
And I mean, I really do. And I hope he gives me a pardon. Ron, if you're listening, I need that pardon before you leave.
Yes.
Byron Johnson's good, but he ain't pardoned nobody year one. So Ron, hook a cracker up, dude. I've been good for like 19 years.
Right.
There's a big misunderstanding anyway.
It always is. So
listen, let's go real back to beef. So the Angus Association, they've been selling us out for a long time. Just so everybody knows, when the whole rise of the Black Angus, certified Black Angus in the grocery store started, it had to be like 98% Black Angus to be certified Black Angus, which is weird, 98%. But whatever.
What's the other 2%?
Well, you know what? It's like everything else. You're a mutt. I'm a mutt. We're all mutts. There's not many purebred people. Are you? You're from South Alabama.
I have no idea. I'm not even from Alabama. Who knows where I'm
Both
from?
of your parents are from South Alabama.
Okay, but I was born in Virginia.
It doesn't matter where you were born at. You were conceived out of Alabama bloodlines. They lived across the street. There was only
my mom was from Detroit.
There were only 2 graveyards in Alabama with 2 last names.
Oh my gosh, you're right.
And you're part of Alabama.
Gosh.
They think your brother looks the way he does.
Stop. My brother has nothing to do with that. He's from Don.
Yep.
But then Don's not from Alabama.
Don looks, I don't know.
No, Don's nowhere near. But you're right. It was the Harwells and the Sanfords. Every graveyard was either Sanford or Harwell or Macon.
There was only 3 bloodlines in Alabama. That part of it comes to Alabama.
Am I inbred? Am I inbred?
Probably.
Oh my gosh.
I've been in your bed.
Oh my gosh.
I'm married to an inbred cracker.
I am not inbred. Oh, guys. Oh, I'm going to vomit. Just for a minute. Watch this.
What's cracking lacking all y'all? I had to jump on real quick before bedtime and mama time. I just got off the phone, the messenger. I got invited to this cool thing. If you love your president, want to support him, say happy birthday on June 14th, 9 a.m., having a President Donald Trump boat parade. So go to this website, check it out on this flyer right here. Amy got it behind me. There's a website to register and then a website to let them know you're all in going. If you ain't got a boat, get a boat, borrow a boat, just don't steal a boat. But June 14th, you want to be a part of this boat parade. It's going to be a lot of fun. What a way to say happy birthday to the best president in a long, long time. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mr. President. Happy birthday to you.
Oh, guys.
Saw me on a boat. Hey, they say money can't buy happiness, but it can buy you a boat. And
can it buy you not being inbred?
No, too late.
All right. I think that's how we end this show. Let's find out if Mama Morris is inbred.
You really want to know? You have a hard time sleeping at night now. Let's just let it rest with peace with your dead mama. Okay.
My mama and my daddy are not related. Well, they're like distant cousins.
So they're related.
But they're like not really related.
No, that's really related. No, they live 3 blocks away. It's not that distant. All right, there was one road. Daddy lived on one side of the dam. Mama lived on the other side of the dam.
Oh my gosh.
Lynette,
Listen,
you start walking my way, I'll start walking yours. We can meet in the middle. And that Alabama shore.
Oh my goodness. All right, guys, listen up.
My name
Thank
is Bill.
you for joining us. We will
Hey,
be live
by the
every
way-
Wednesday.
By the
at
way,
8
mama's
o'clock.
name is Betty. Your daddy's name is Bill. They share the same.
Oh my goodness. All right, guys. We're gonna have an outro
Angus
video to
beef.
get us
Angus
out.
beef is a farce now. Don't waste your money on Angus beef.
All right, you ready? We'll see y'all next week.
We're out of here.
Here we go.
You'll never find another like me. I'm the last of my kind.